Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are joined by Rara. Say hello, Rara. Oh. So when it comes to lucid dreaming, arguably one of the hardest parts about it is actually staying motivated and not allowing yourself to become disillusioned if things aren't going quite how you expected them to. For a lot of people, they tend to give up pretty quickly with lucid dreaming, either because the novelty just wears off or it's a lot harder than they expected it to be. The thing to remember is that we've all been in that same position. Myself and a lot of the bigger lucid dreaming YouTubers have all been beginners at one point and have all had our struggles with it and have just had to learn what works best for us. And we're not immune to dry spells. I often go through dry spells with lucid dreaming. So definitely motivation is one of those things that's quite hard to come by when it comes to lucid dreaming. If you've just started out with lucid dreaming, it's hard to know the best place to begin really, because there's a lot of information out there and there are lots of different techniques, and it's hard to know which is going to be the right technique for you, and sometimes it just takes a little while to find it. And it can be very discouraging if the techniques that you're currently employing just aren't right for you. If you're having a difficult time with it at the moment, I would recommend taking a break, maybe for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Do nothing at all towards lucid dreaming. Don't read about it, don't think about it, just allow yourself to reset and come back to it with a blank slate. After you've allowed yourself that time to clear your mind, I would then get back into dream journaling and just focusing on that for a while. That way you can help build up your dream recall and see if there are any recurring themes or patterns in your dreams that could help you towards getting lucid. Make sure as well that whatever technique you choose to focus on, you give it enough time to work. People tend to maybe do stuff for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and then because they aren't seeing results fast enough, they'll change to a completely different technique, and you're not giving it enough time to really work, and then that gets very frustrating, and it further reinforces this idea you have that you just can't get lucid, which isn't true. Now, bearing in mind there's only two methods really of getting lucid, and that's dream-initiated lucid dreaming and wake-initiated lucid dreaming. I'm sure we all know by now, but just in case you don't know, dream-initiated lucid dreaming is when you become lucid from within the dream, and wake-initiated lucid dreaming is when you go from a waking state directly into a lucid dream. Now for me, wake-initiated lucid dreaming has always been quite difficult. I do it, but I don't actively practice it as such. I've always found that dream-initiated lucid dreaming comes more naturally to me. So I guess figuring out which one of those you want to go for is a good first step. Remember, there's no right or wrong way of doing it. One technique isn't better than another. Some people are going to find wake-initiated lucid dreaming easier than dream-initiated lucid dreaming. Some people can do wake back to bed fine, other people really struggle to get their timing right. It's really all down to you and how you work. So it really is quite a individual practice, I suppose. No matter how many lucid dreaming tutorials there are out there, ultimately not everything is going to work for everybody, and you kind of just have to find that for yourself. Remembering why you got into lucid dreaming in the first place is also quite a good tip. This is something that I try to remind myself whenever I find myself in a dry spell. I try and think, okay, well, what got me excited about lucid dreaming in the first place? Why did I want to lucid dream in the first place? And I try and go back to that time when I discovered lucid dreaming, and it was this really exciting concept. I couldn't wait to do it. I bought some lucid dreaming books, just remembering the feeling I had when I was going through those books, and just why I wanted to get into it in the first place. So for me, initially, the reason I wanted to get into it was pretty much just as a form of escapism, and just to dick around. And then later on, I started realising its potential for personal growth and as a therapeutic tool. But yeah, initially I just wanted to have fun and just, do whatever. So again, just reminding yourself of what it was that got you so excited about lucid dreaming and trying to invoke that feeling again can really help you to sort of get motivated again. Enthusiasm is definitely a big part of it, and your mindset as well. With lucid dreaming being a mental practice first and foremost, a lot of your beliefs and your mindset really influence how effective your lucidity is going to be. So, you know, if you truly believe you can't lucid dream, you won't be able to lucid dream. Of course, that's, you know, simplifying things, but basically, yeah, you know, the more confidence you have in your ability, the more you believe you will get lucid, the higher the chances are. Now, that alone isn't going to yield the best results, but it's definitely important. Also, finding a reality check that works good for you as well. Now, reality checks are always kind of seen as one of the most fundamental parts of lucid dreaming, or how to get lucid, because typically when you are having a dream and you notice something isn't quite right, you do a reality check and you confirm whether you're dreaming or not. And now, I've said in previous videos before that the reality check itself isn't the important part, it's the awareness that you get from the reality check that's important, because usually there's something in the dream that will spark off your awareness, and then the reality check is to confirm or not whether you're dreaming. So the awareness comes before the reality check, and when you do a reality check, you again become more aware, so you'll be taking in your you'll be taking in your surroundings, you'll be focusing on whichever reality check it is that you do. For me, usually the finger through the palm is the one that I do, or I'll check my tattoos, because very rarely will my tattoos appear like this in a lucid dream. So you'll find when you're doing reality checks that you just generally become more aware of things. And I've said before that awareness is the most important part of lucid dreaming. Whether you do dialed or wild, awareness is absolutely the most important thing. So practicing awareness, I would say, is other than dream journaling, practicing awareness is up there as the things that you really need to be doing. And remember just to be patient with it, to give yourself time. You know, for some people it happens straight away, for other people it takes a lot longer. For me, it was like maybe a good year before I started to have what I would consider proper lucid dreams. You know, for that first year I'd maybe have moments where I would question if I was dreaming or not, but then I wouldn't take it any further, or I would have dreams about lucid dreaming, or, you know, if I did get lucid, it would be like for 5 seconds, and then I'd either lose lucidity or I'd wake up. So it was hard to begin with, and there were many times where I wanted to give up, and I did for a couple of months, because, well, I was sort of in college and I needed to focus more on that. But yeah, it did take me quite a while, but I'm really thankful that I stuck with it and I've got as far as I have with it. So it's just a matter of being patient with yourself, allowing enough time to try out techniques, finding the one that works best for you. And as well as that, you know, I know it's probably quite an obvious one, but just having a good sleep pattern as well. Obviously, if you aren't sleeping very well, that's going to be a massive hindrance to your dreams, to your dream recall, and your ability to get lucid. So obviously, if there are any issues around sleep, it's important to address those first. And as well as that, you know, stress plays a big part in it. You know, if I'm really down and I'm just not in a good place mentally, that's going to have an impact on my dreams as well. So, you know, if there are any waking life issues that could potentially be getting in the way, I try to address them as best I can, and hopefully that will improve my chances of getting better sleep and getting lucid. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. I will leave links to videos, previous videos of mine, which I think will also be helpful in this area. Yeah, as I said, you just gotta give yourself time, take it easy, and, you know, remember why you wanted to lucid dream in the first place. It is absolutely possible for anybody to lucid dream. You've just got to find what works for you. It might take some time, but if you stick with it, you will get there. What was that, Rara? Oh, Rara says, why not try lucid escape? Thank you, Rara. Lucid Escape is a lucid dreaming supplement made by TheRaRaRabbit, which helps to boost dream recall and awareness. It is a lucid dreaming supplement that I've had quite a lot of success with, and one that I tend to use when I'm going through dry spells. If you're interested in trying Lucid Escape, there is a 20% discount code and link in the description box below, so feel free to go and check that out. Thank you very much for watching. Rara, do you have any last words? And there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Max, aka TheRaRaRabbit, and I'll see you in the next video.